What's up, everybody? I'm Allison Johnson. You're watching Pulling the Black Card, and I wanted to talk about Chrisean Rock and Blueface. And I don't know if some of the people who follow me know who they are, because I didn't know who they were. I found out who they were by seeing all these shorts and things like Chrisean Rock hits Blueface in the head, or this and that, and then I saw things where they was comparing Bobby Brown with and Tina Turner to they're the modern day version of that, and so I was interested, and so I began to look at interviews with these two in it, and snippets from their show, Chrisean Rock on Zeus Network, which is nothing but an open sore in the black community. Zeus Network, a black-owned network that does nothing, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, but promote violence, bad behavior for young men and women and grown ones too, to film and put out there. Like, we need more of that crap. So that they are, all they do is fight. And they're drunk and high all the time. They're drunk and high on weed, Hennessy and weed. As a young girl, I was always drinking Hennessy and smoking weed. I did. I never act like that. And they were just on, I think it was yesterday or day before, the Shark podcast, Shark Tank podcast, where Chrisean Rock had to be escorted off, and not in a good way. She was kicking and screaming the whole time. There was no way to speak to her when they were trying to ask her questions. She was sensitive. She told the host to shut the F up. But usually when I see them two in a podcast, usually she's able to really, I think that Chrisean Rock, I never watched that Crazy in Love or Blueface Girls or whatever that show is he got on, I don't know, some Instagram or something. I never watched that, but it seems to me that she's a bully. So I think she could sense, and a bully can sense, that she wasn't going to get over with this Shark fellow. I just felt that way. And so they were asking questions. She wouldn't answer, so they escorted her off. It was mayhem, okay? And now they went on to ask Blueface questions and everything. He's acting as if he thinks that he can handle all the violence. This is a girl who hit him in the head. They both beat each other's ass. I'm not sure, but I think he knocked out her tooth. And I think that, and I know that she hit him in a bottle just last week and tried to vacuum glass out of it. And he was on the podcast saying he was in love. She just don't know how to turn on and turn off that behavior. He wants to go viral. That's where the bag is at. He knows this. And the host was saying, since she was cool before the camera came on, then the camera came on, she went buck wild. So, and comparing them to Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston and Tina Turner and Ike Turner, it just, as modern day, they're the modern day version. That's what they're saying. One thing, I can't get over the disparity in talent, okay? No disrespect. I thought Tatiana, I liked that song. I did, back when my son first showed me Blueface and everything a few years back. But we talking about Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston, Ike Turner, and Tina Turner. So already, they and Ike and Bobby and Whitney, not Tina, was on a lot of cocaine. Okay? I know some people say Henny will make you act crazy. I used to drink Henny and smoke weed all the time. I never act like that. He loves it because it gets him money. It's going to get him money. But now, today, she says she is pregnant. Okay? That's what she's saying.
Okay. When you're pregnant, do you hear a heartbeat, or it'd be too early to hear one?
Hold on 1 second. I'll come talk to you in 1 second.
Okay. Because I hope I hear 3. Say no, 2.
She's saying, And I'm like, oh my goodness. I cannot imagine. She said she had 3 abortions before this for him, but now she's going to have this baby. And she was acting crazy when she found out. Blueface is now saying that is not his baby. She's been with 10 other fellas. But my question would be to Blueface, why on God's green earth would you take your naked penis and put it in her and ejaculate? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you cover up? And because you keep saying she's unstable. You know all these things, but yet you risk having a child with this woman. I don't know what kind of dad he is with his other child, but this is kind of scary, okay? For another human being to come into this world and for us to think that this girl is going to get it together because she's pregnant and she's having a baby. You know, I pray that she will. I will put her in my prayers, but I don't know. I doubt it. And it seems that young people are being rewarded and older people are being rewarded for acting like actual fools on the internet and get millions and millions of dollars, millions of views, and want to be and being invited to the podcast so we can watch 2 people, mainly one person, crash and burn in front of our eyes. This what we want to see? Black folks, this is what Zeus think we want to see. What up with that? And what she fails to understand is after they get tired of her, as they have with Jocelyn. Remember Jocelyn, the Puerto Rican princess from Love and Hip Hop. But I will say, certain places you could take Jocelyn and you would know she gonna act right. She may act. You may see on TMZ when they got home the cops was called, but you take her to a BET Awards, she gonna act right. I don't know about Chrisean Rock. I really don't know. And I'm so fearful that young women and young men are going to see a relationship like this and think, this is a go. This is what we should do. Maybe we should start fighting all the time and put it on social media. Maybe I should bust you in the head and maybe we could get on a show. Or maybe we should just behave like this. I implore you. I ask all you parents out there that have younger daughters and sons, or your auntie or uncle who can really get through to your niece and nephew, ask them, do you know who Chrisean Rock is and who Blueface is? Ask them that question. See what they say. And if they do, ask them, do you think, try to get in their heads to know if they think that that's good behavior. And then turn that into a teachable moment. We need to take as many young people and explain to them that that's not the way relationships work. Because there's so many young folks looking at them and thinking, this is relationship goals. Yes, they're beating each other's ass, but look how much money they got. That's what they're thinking. I mean, literally, he said in the podcast, and I saw a snippet of this, that he sicked her on the mother after the mother threw a bottle of soda, threw a jar of weed at her and everything, and talked all this crap and called her mother a crackhead and called him a bitch. And so she wouldn't stop doing things. So he said, I told Chrisean Rock to get her. And she beat my mother up. I thought my mother would fight because he used to say she used to beat people ass and stomp people growing up. So now I understand why after the last time she got punched in the face, the mother did, she ended up hugging Chrisean Rock. So both of these families are dysfunctional. They have problems. We have black networks preying on that and showing that as if that's the only thing that black folk do, is fight, act like fools. So we cannot keep promoting this kind of behavior. I pray, I wish this was a forced pregnancy or something like that, But I believe she is pregnant and she's happy as a pig in mud. It's crazy. So I love y'all. You know, I'm 57 years old. When I see things like this, and I've seen a lot in my life growing up in the South Bronx. You know, I have. But we didn't have social media then. And people being able to get a bag and get money for acting like a jackass fools, and then being black is not helping matters anyway. I don't care what people say. I don't care how white people see us. Listen, I care about how our own youth sees us. So I love you all. Remember what I always say, go out and love somebody. It's for free. And I hope you have a wonderful, a delightful, God bless you, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Shalom. I love y'all. I'm out.